Jay here. I'm here to bring you a review on Dragon Ball Super episode 60 English dub. Okay. At the beginning of this episode, it goes where Trunks, future Trunks, he wants to go back to his timeline to see if Beerus killing Zamasu affected his timeline. So Beerus is kind of hurt that they don't believe him and that he destroyed Zamasu, so the timeline should go back to like order and restore his timeline or whatever. And he's kind of hurt, so future Trunks like they decide to eat dinner and all that shit. So they're sitting at the table eating dinner, and future Trunks is just worried. And Goku is telling him like, you gotta feed your tummy and all that shit. And right before they're about to leave inside the time machine, because future Trunks asked his dad, and Goku just offered to go because he'll like lend help or something. And Bulma's going too. So before they leave, Kid Trunks like he goes like off saying like, Beerus, he killed Zamasu, so your timeline should be fixed. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand it. And then he takes them up to like, they both go into the sky, like they start flying into the air, talking to each other, like both of the Trunkses. And future Trunks starts explaining to Kid Trunks like what exactly makes them different and why he doesn't think that the his timeline got restored from Beerus killing Zamasu, well, his Hakai in the last episode. So he explained to him how he's a completely different Trunks than Kid Trunks. How Kid Trunks grew up with Vegeta and Goku. How he didn't grow up with Vegeta and Goku because of the androids back in Dragon Ball Z and the Android Saga, where the androids basically killed No, they didn't kill Goku. Goku died from a heart virus. They killed Vegeta. They killed all the Z fighters. He was just telling them like, my life was just completely different. Like our paths went different ways. Like I'm a different Trunks from a different timeline, a alternate timeline basically. And yeah, that's basically what I am. I'm a different Trunks. I'm a totally different Trunks. So then after that, explain all that shit, they all get into the ship, well, the time machine, not a fucking ship, and they squeeze into there. And they're like cramped up in there, and then you see the Pilaf gang and Kid Mai. She got turned into a kid, so I guess it's Kid Mai. And they start telling Bulma like, is she okay in there? And they're all squeezed and all that shit. Then they go up, about to go to Trunks' timeline, and Kid Trunks goes up and he says, go save me or something. Go save something like that. He was like, go get it, me. Something like that when he flew up. Then Beerus, like, as soon as they leave in the time machine, he tells Whis like, let's go home, like, and Whis is like, don't you want to stay and see the outcome? And then Beerus is like annoyed, like, ugh. And then it goes to like all of them inside the time machine, and they're kind of squeezed in there, and you see Goku just kind of, I don't know, nauseous, or like, I don't like anime dudes when they get that kind of spiral in their eyes, they're kind of knocked out or whatever, because he's kind of squeezed in there. And Trunks is kind of driving the time machine, and he's saying we're almost there. And Bulma, she's amazed how it looks going through the flow of time, and she was just amazed. So as soon as they got there, when they got out the time machine, Goku got out like all sloppy and shit, because he was kind of nauseous and knocked out from the ride or whatever. in a time machine. And as soon as they got there, like I was saying, Black, Goku Black, and future Zamasu felt them as soon as they arrived. Like, Goku Black was like, they're here. And the soldiers, like human soldiers, start running out as soon as they see the group, and they start telling future Trunks like, hey, Mai got like severely hurt. So then they run to aid Mai, like past some humans, and humans say like, is Trunks back? And then they get to Mai, and Mai's kind of fucked up. Like, I guess she fought Black and got fucked up some way. Anyways, she's fucked up, and then Trunks tells Goku to give her a senzu bean. So he gives future Trunks a senzu bean. He puts it in his mouth, and he kisses Mai, and he doesn't kiss her, but he puts I guess he chewed the senzu bean, and then he spit it into Mai's mouth. So when he did that, Goku was kind of confused, like, you just kissed Mai. And like Trunks was like, yeah. And then Vegeta was like, you've never been kissed? Like, you're with Chi-Chi, you have 2 kids, what's going on? And Goku was like, no, I've never been kissed. And I thought that was funny, like, okay, did Chi-Chi rape Goku? Does Goku not know about sex, kissing? How did Gohan get fucking born and everything, you know? So like, what the fuck? So anyways, that was fun. After that, I guess Goku and future Trunks and them, they sensed that Goku Black and Zamasu was outside. So they just start running outside, and they head toward Goku Black and Zamasu, future Zamasu. And Vegeta's like, we don't have no plan. And then they're just heading toward them, and then they see them, and Goku Black's like, I knew you'd come back, saying. And Vegeta just didn't think about it. He just went toward fucking Goku Black again and started fighting him. And Goku starts telling them like, I know your plan. I know your plan was to wish out for the Super Dragon Balls, to wish for a evil copy of myself or something like that. And Goku Black starts saying like, that's what you think? No, I'm Zamasu. What the fuck? He's Zamasu, okay? He starts saying, I'm Zamasu. I just put myself into Goku's body. And then Goku starts saying like, what did you do with me? And and Goku Black's like, isn't it clear? I killed you. I put myself into this body. Like, he basically put his consciousness or himself into Goku's body and just kept Goku's body basically. And he killed Goku in his body. Like, Goku was in Zamasu's body and he just killed him. So after explaining all that, the episode ended, because Goku Black starts saying like what he did and all that shit. Then the episode ended. So this episode was, I don't know, like, it wasn't like a very good episode. Like, there was certain points there, it didn't really need to be in the episode. Like the little, I don't know how to explain, like the parts where it had so many like screen time of them giving Mai a senzu bean, and that whole time we could have just been focusing on Goku Black and explaining who he is and who his identity and all that shit is. It like led up to that, but we didn't need to see Mai like get the senzu bean or whatever. They could have cut that out. Anyways, it was a good episode though. Like, all these episodes in this arc are good. Some are slow, but they lead up to like good things. Like this episode led up to the identity of Goku Black, but it was slow in some points. But either way, this episode it had dope points. Like we got to see Super Saiyan Rose in a brief moment before Goku Black like revealed who he really is. So basically, he's Zamasu, and yeah, this episode was a cool episode. It wasn't dope. It wasn't like fucking good, but it was a cool episode. So I can't wait to see more of this arc and more of Goku Black, because we're gonna see more of them now that they're in Future Trunks' timeline. And I'll catch you on my next video. So I'm Jay, and this is my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 60. News dub. Thank you for watching.